safety of women who have abortion. I believe there should also be reformations in sex education, abortion insurance, and therapy. These reformations would greatly ensure the safety of women who have abortions. Before we start talking about these reformations, let's talk about the basic facts of first trimester abortion. As stated by CARIFEM, an organization about the physical health and well-being of women, there is a greater chance of an abortion not having any medical side effects in the first trimester. In fact, there is a 1 in 100 chance of a woman having a medical problem. But in the second trimester, if a woman has her abortion, there is a 1 in 50 chance of her having a medical problem. So generally, having an abortion during the first trimester greatly reduces any sort of chance of medical problems. There are also more methods there are also more methods / options for an abortion during the first trimester. Methods such as the medical and surgical ones. In the medical abortions, women are prescribed a medicine known as mifepristone. Sorry for any mispronunciations. I'm pronouncing them the best I can. Called mifepristone. After the woman takes the medicine for up to a week or less, she is given misoprostol 6 to 8 hours after she has taken her mifepristone. This ensures that the fetus is essentially ejected from the body instead of during heavy bleeding and all that. And during surgical abortions can be performed at a max of 22 weeks, but they can also be done 12 weeks or earlier. The Women's Healthcare Center organization vouches and verifies that women who have medical abortions are ensured that their doctors inform the women of all the medical risks they are getting themselves into by taking the medicine. And during surgical abortions, it is made sure that women are given anesthesia and even an optional oral or intravenous pain-relieving medication. The ultimate goal of the Women's Healthcare Organization is to ensure that all first trimester abortions are done as humanely and safely as possible. Now that we have that out of the way, now that you know what basically happens during first trimester abortion, let me tell you how reformations in sex education, abortion insurance, and therapy would further the safety of women who have abortions. Surprisingly, sex education and abortion insurance are actually very important and somewhat linked together. How so? In a survey held in 2010, Steph Harold interviewed women who had their abortions during the first and second trimester. In the first trimester group, 58% of the women wished they had their abortions earlier. What Steph Harold found in the second group, women who had their abortions during the second trimester, was that 29% of the women had actually called and already scheduled a visit for their abortion at their clinic when they were still in their first trimester. How are sex education and abortion insurance linked to this? It's because it is a fact, with the evidence I have to present to you, that the USA population suffers a severe divide in sex education and availability to abortion insurance. To start on the issue of sex education, let's summarize it as this with the time frame I have. In a survey in 2014, people were asked, is it possible for women not to get pregnant if you have sex while standing up? How many of you think yes, a woman can't get pregnant if she has sex while standing up? How many? Exactly. Well, Catherine Rampel went through the results and divided each section based on the educational gaps of each group. What she found was that 5% who said yes, you can't get a woman pregnant, all had some form of college information or were in college, while 25% who said yes, you can't get a woman pregnant, only had a high school diploma. If women were better educated on sex, they would be able to identify when they are pregnant and hence be able to schedule their abortion appointment during the first trimester. That way they could get their abortion during a time where it was less costly for them and safer for them as well. Now, the problem with abortion insurance. Abortion insurance is actually very, very unfair for a lot of states. To start off with, in 11 states, abortion insurance is restricted to cover average abortion. 8 states limit it to if a woman's life is in danger. 1 limits it if it's rape, incest, or fetal impairment, or destroys any major bodily functions. And 9 states allow the insurance if another rider is also bought. So essentially, a woman can have abortion insurance if she's been raped, if it's by incest, or if she fetal impairment, or if it's going to essentially destroy some part of her body. And in the states that she can have an insurance, if it's by her choice, she has to pay extra for it. Reformations need to be made in abortion insurance so that more women can afford to have their abortion when they need it. And finally, for the most crucial point, therapy. Women who have abortions need to have access to therapy. In fact, therapy should be made available to them after their abortion. But at the Rama International Institute, although I'm pretty sure some of this might be common sense to some of you, research has shown that women are all different, and they might all have different reactions to if they have an abortion. Some women might feel that anger, some women might feel sad, some women might feel despair. Often previous events that happened in the woman's life can also affect the reason to why she had the abortion for either reasonable or emotional reasons. So essentially, since I've been cut short, I will summarize it as this. My claim is that if we have these reformations in sex education, abortion insurance, and therapy, it will further the safety of women during the first who have abortions. And that women should try to have their abortions during first trimester, primarily for their safety on both physical and mental levels.